I am the Tribune. My name is Joshua, and I need to talk about the Christian entertainment crisis. Now, I actually meant every single word of that. I know some Christians are going to be upset, frustrated, angry, and they won't understand. But that's okay because those Christians, I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to the Christians who are burning inside for some clean, powerful, and dynamic storytelling and great entertainment from God that Satan's children are crave for, that they just need. Um, I'm talking to people who are Christians who have things that have things in them that they are waiting to pour out. Okay, I'm talking to non-believers who are frustrated in their storytelling and want to find a solution but cannot. I can tell you that all those groups of people, there is one solution, and the solution is getting to know the Lord as somebody who loves entertainment, somebody who is so great at providing pleasure for people. This is God. God is so good at providing pleasure for his people and for everybody that look what he did. Look what he created. Look at the universe. Look at our look at the earth. Look at the waterfalls and the oceans and the beaches. Look at the sunsets. This is unbelievable. He did something one time that people are still fascinated with and are taking pictures of and are fascinated and obsessed with his creations. The animals. I mean, he is so awesome that it actually doesn't make any sense that our entertainment is not better, is not so good that we can't even believe how much Satan's children are dying for our entertainment. But right now, it's actually the opposite. The opposite is happening, which is we are craving Satan's entertainment. This, I don't understand it. And let me tell you, he actually does have good entertainment. It's just filthy. And there's a reason for that. Because do you really think that Satan is a bad entertainer? No, that's actually one of his gifts. He was the greatest singer and the best worship person in heaven. He was the top angel. He has instruments built in his body. So why wouldn't he use the arts, which he's very familiar with, to do powerful things? But my question is, our God is way more powerful than that. Our God created that. So why are we so intimidated by doing great storytelling that's clean? And a lot of these Christian production companies are only doing Jesus movies and things in Bibles. We have so many Bible stories. Okay, we need stories that will touch pique the interest of all the world. That connects to their interests, that are clean, that directs it back to Christ and directs them back to the Savior, not necessarily another movie about Moses or Paul or another series on that. There has been so many great series on that, so many great movies on those kind of things. So God is looking for people who are willing to get to know him and wanting to get to, not willing, wanting to get to know him, craving to get to know him in order to know him as an entertainer. Now, I'm not saying that God is only an entertainer. What I'm talking about is a facet of him that we do not pay attention to and that he is not pleased with, because this is a huge gate that can be opened up and bringing people into the kingdom and to get to know God. They can get to know him, and then it opens them up to all these other facets of him. Because that's what Satan's doing. And really, he's a copycat. So he's all these great songs that are filthy, Okay? Blasphemous songs and all these movies and everything are so poisonous, but they're attractive because they're dynamic and they're not boxed in. This is the problem. So with this, how much more can God take over entertainment? It needs to happen. It's one of my personal missions. It must happen because God needs that and he wants it. He is trying to find people who want that same thing, and he will dump down ideas and storytelling, so much power that Satan's children will bow down and they'll say, why make movies anymore? Why do anything? There's no point because they're making, where is their power coming from? I need to know their God. If I don't know their God, I'm not making anything because it's a waste of my time. There's no money in it. We can't compete. That we need that in every area. We need that in cruise ships. We need that in theme parks. We need that in architecture. We need that in movies. We need that in television, music especially. We need to take back these areas because it's ridiculous and it's embarrassing. I think God's embarrassed that we are so boxed in as Christians in our entertainment, and we only we like Hallmark movies. This is not, God is not a Hallmark God. He's not Hallmark. And I love Hallmark. It's very sweet. That's not the point. The point is that God is not boxed in like that. He has commissions, entertainment commissions waiting to dump down and actually infuse into his people. Now, this is what I'll tell you. If his people, his current people right now, do not seek this, his current people are into entertainment. Okay, if they don't seek this side of God and they only want to do Hallmark movies or do movies that are just repetitive, just different sides of the crucifixion, different sides of Jesus' disciples. I mean, if we don't branch out from there and we refuse to see him as this, he will be recruiting Satan's children, bringing them into the kingdom, people who are on fire for entertainment, who are looking for purpose and don't know and want to know God. He's going to bring them into the kingdom, raise them up in your place, and he's going to just blow out. He's going to do so many amazing entertainments. It's going to be crazy. And the people who are in entertainment and do not side with this will have huge regrets. Regrets won't even be, that's not even the word for it. Devastation. Because you didn't want to go seek him for this. You didn't want to go seek him for the best. And you thought he's not an entertainer. No, God is absolutely the greatest entertainer. I said this in one of my last videos. He's the greatest singer. It doesn't make any sense for someone not to seek him for that. And Hollywood is actually copying people's lives. And who laid out this whole system of lives and storytelling anyway? God did. Hollywood didn't make this up. They didn't make up telling stories about people's lives. God did. So why are we chasing copycats of God and not going straight to the straight to the source? We're going straight to the master director himself and saying, what stories do you have for me, Lord? You tell me what stories you have for me and I'll do them. And you will be shocked. This brings me to another thing that I'm very, very, very concerned about and God is not happy with. Why are we so into Satan's rewards, Satan's awards? Okay? All these awards that the world has set up that we just crave and we brag about these things. Oh, the Grammys, this. What? Why are we bragging about Grammys? Why are we bragging about Oscars? Why are we striving for Oscars? This is foolishness. We should never be striving for Oscars or Grammys or anything else like that. You know why? Because what does that even mean? That means the world is going like this to you? No. It's okay to have those things, but that's not the point. That is not the pinnacle of success. That is the world's pinnacle of success. It's not ours. Ours can't even be awarded by an Oscar. It's not enough. Ours actually can't be awarded by a Grammy. What does that even mean? That is no reward. That's absolutely not. It's a piece of metal. What is this? And this is actually a form of idolatry that the enemy set up. We worship this Oscar statue. No, we are not worshiping Oscar. You want to give me that? And that means that the enemy's kingdom recognizes the Lord's work. Good, then I'll take it. But I'm not going to strive for that. I'm not going to have my whole goal to get an Oscar or to get a Grammy or anything else. If I never get a Grammy, I never get an Oscar, I never get any of those things, but I do God's work, that's way more than enough. I am totally happy. I don't need any of those things. And that's what God is asking for, because he has commissions that he's actually trying to hand out to people. He has entertainment power that he wants to dump down ideas and blueprints to build things that will astound the world. Now, if you don't believe this, this video is not for you. If you don't feel this in your heart, then you should click off. You should not subscribe to this then. You should not like it. Whoever dislikes it makes no difference, because those people who dislike it will see God do it and then they'll start liking it. It doesn't matter. What matters is that I deliver the message and that I really, really delve into this. Now, I'll probably have more things to say about this over time, because it's one of my deepest passions. It's something that God's put on my heart that he said, listen, I'm very displeased with this. Stop chasing Satan's entertainment. Stop listening to Satan's songs. They're destroying you. They are clouding you. You can't hear anything. And God is not happy with that. When you think of listening to a great song, okay, and I'm not talking about just don't listen to non-Christian songs. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the filthy songs, the real filthy ones, the ones that you know God's not pleased with that. This can't be God making this music. If you really think about this, Satan was a master musician. He has instruments built in his body, okay? You really think that these people making these filthy songs are actually, it's them making it? No, it's Satan. And it's Satan, and he's actually the one on the mic. And he's spewing blasphemous things against the Lord. And this is what we dump in our head, and then we think we want to hear God. No, you can't. It's totally blocks it off, and that's the whole agenda. Now, that's why it sounds so good, because it's a trap. And this is what I'm saying, is that we need to fight against this. And how do you fight against this? You do way better. How do you do way better? You talk to somebody who's higher. And I can tell you that there's no one higher in entertainment than God. But the next one down is Satan. So we need to go above that. And the next one, entertainment, is God. And he's way above that. You can't, and my hand's going to go right out of the camera. Way above it. This is what it is. So anybody who's stirred in this, you need to stay on this channel, because I have a lot to say about this topic. Anybody who doesn't agree with me and wants to just keeping God in a box and just make all these movies and songs that he has way better than that. I'm not saying they're not good. I'm saying there's better. Then if you want to just stay in that box, you stay in the box. He'll find somebody else to do it. He will reassign that. There's things he's going to be reassigning, and this is one of them. It's really important. So it's just a matter of who's willing to put up their hand and say, Lord, I'll do it. And I rebuke all those nasty things, all the nasty entertainment that's going on. And I'll do it with you. And you will be shocked. And you will be pleased. He will be happy. This is the new era. It's coming. And really, it's here right now. This is why I'm talking to you right now. Hail Jehovah.